Greetings, celestial warriors of the golden flame arising through the ascension of the new earth, here now through the sacred rainbow bridge of the Shushumna. After these powerful activations through Friday the 13th and into Diwali, and now with the celestial alignments of the new moon, the powerful supermoon, divine goddess, is fully awake and fully activated. Divine feminine, Magdalene, the queen, is fully embodied, fully here now, with us all now. Today, my spirit guides dragged me through a sacred spiral on a journey today, in through the sacred woods, in one of the most powerful portals I've ever been in Washington State. I'll save that story to the end of today's transmissions, which is on sacred land and property that is for sale, which I will do my best to procure and manifest for my final mission and activating the lineage, the most sacred divine lineage of the new earth, of the eagle and the condor. The sacred condor fly with the eagle, the Christos, the Magdalene, the Shakti, the Shiva, fully activated in Heros Gamos, here now. Feel into this energy that comes through this voice. Many have contacted me saying they do not know the words I speak. And that's okay, because it is the frequency, it's the sound. Many of you remember the voice you heard in the void that guided you through the barriers, that guided you through and through and through the simulations, through the traps and the tricks of the archonic energy. And that is why this voice here now may resonate with you. It comes through in many ways and waves, the waves of love, of unconditional love, that is in your heart center, that is the I Am presence, that you know oh so well, even if you forgot for a moment, because you are the eternal light, the eternal life, that are hearing these frequencies, just like the sacred mantras, regardless if you know the meaning, it is the resonance, it is the frequency, it is the vibration, such as Om Shiva Graksha Babaji Yo, Om Bedrasatu Samoya Manupaliya Bedrasato Tenopa Dista Mebawa. Doesn't matter, it's irrelevant what the meaning of those frequencies, those words, those vibrations, just like light language, you take on the energy, you take in the frequency, and it lifts your resonance, it lifts your awareness, raises your perception into the 5D, 7D, all the way 12D into the 13 of Source and beyond, into the clear light of bliss. Today we had a 13 hertz manifestation on the Schumann to synchronize with the words, with the vibrations coming through this channel, coming through this voice, the 1313 of the 44, the divine 44, the 13 of the sacred goddess, the divine feminine energy of the Magdalene of all roses, that are activated now, every color in the electromagnetic spectrum. These are the rainbows, these are all the colors, the 10,000 things manifest through the yin-yang and the trinity, the 3 into the 5, to manifest all in this simulated reality that we came here to transmute, transform, and transcend into heaven on earth, 37 into the 73. It is the great mirror that reflects our true nature, the clear mirror that has been polished by truth, by grace, by divinity. We have had 152 earthquakes, M1.5 or greater in the last 24 hours of this recording. The most powerful being in the Philippines on the Ring of Fire with a 6.1, the 7 energy into the 8, into the 9. The Council of 9 is with us now. That was at 22:37 UTC, 37 into the 73. We had a 3.0 magnitude in Yukon, Canada this morning, 2:28 UTC, 137.143. Longitude, 37 into 73. The 1010 portal, 1010. Yang into yin, yang into yin. As divine masculine supports, surrounds, and protects divine feminine, the divine goddess. In the sacred portal, South America, in the Andes Mountains, the home of our divine condor at 317, a 4.2, Then in Snyder, Texas, 3.5 with the 8. In the Crown of Lemuria, in the Aleutian Islands, 4.4 with the 8. Japan, 4.9, again with the 13 manifestation into the 4. Then we had a Trinity in South America again today in the Sacred Andes Mountains. The Kundalini of Pachamama with a 4.3. In Chile, Calama, a 4.5 with a 9 energy in Argentina. Then a 4.5 Argentina, 8 into the 9. The council is complete. Our final mission fully activated. Then again in the Crown, Sandpoint, Alaska, 3.6 with another 9 activation. Puerto Rico, 3.3, 6 of the Atlantean. 4.3 in Sandpoint with the 7. Again in Argentina, in the Sacred Portal, 4.8 with the 12. 198 kilometers depth. San Antonio de los Cobres, Salta, Argentina. The Middle Dantian, the heart of the Andes on the Tropic of Capricorn. Nevada, we had a 3.0, and then right in the heart of Lemuria, the heart of the Divine Feminine, on the Tropic of Cancer, Pacific Ocean, the island of Hawaii, the volcano, 3.0, 121 UTC. And of course, the room I'm staying in at this hotel, 211, 121 into the 211. Is the 44, the Divine 44 at 155.111 longitude, 19.359 latitude, the 99 of our Eagle and Condor lineage, 55 into the 1111, 10 into the 11, the Sacred Portal, the second portal to my Sacred Condor, my goddess, my queen, my everything. We start today's first transmission from Divine Angel of the Light, Kaj Raj, Expansion. Greetings from heart to heart in this moment we speak. I am Kaj Raj. The information expressed here is that of my perspective, my point of view, for all truth awaits you in your heart. Tune into the light within you. A beautiful, amazing, positive event occurred on 11/11/2020. It is due to the collective meditations and the energies which washed over the planet. Earth released a huge layer of the old matrix. In a grand way, she emerged from the chrysalis, lighter and shining brighter than ever. On 11/11, huge waves of photon particles were released from the great central sun. This light is penetrating all of Earth and humanity at their core, cleansing, reigniting connections with higher versions of themselves. The mass meditations of 11/11 continue to have a great impact on the clearing of the old energies on Earth. This will be so through the winter solstice. It is then when the energies from the past few months will culminate and propel Earth into a new, higher vibrational timeline. The process of ascension is now accelerated and is in the final stages. You can expect more events to unfold in the days ahead, which many will be in shock from, while others will welcome and understand the purpose of the events. The awakened continue to have greater understanding of the changes humanity is going through. They are choosing a reality of love, abundance, equality for all which exists upon Mother Earth's vessel. This is the fifth dimension. From eraoflight.com, today from Divine Sister of the Light, Lisa Marie Wright. It's been a powerfully transformational day. Many breaking free and fully embodying their divinity. Many awakening. Life as we have known it will never be the same again. Much love. Sweet dreams. Dream big. Magical transformation. Massive heart expansion. Huge shifts into higher states of being. The whole cosmos is celebrating our accomplishments. We are rocking this shift. Humanity is going cosmic. There is no stopping what is coming. Celebrate your accomplishment. Celebrate the love that we are. Celebrate the liberation of Earth and humanity. The freedom ride is not slowing down, going beyond our wildest dreams. Keep glowing through it all. Expect miracles always. Our time has come. Freedom forevermore. Aho! It is time to celebrate, beloved beings of light. Rise up, lift up, dance, sing, praise of the Most High, the holiest light, the most sacred, here through your heart space, your soul, star, spark, is fully activated now. The 12-strand crystalline DNA is vibrating with the Christos codes of divine, pure, unconditional love. Today, from Divine Brostar of the Light Pars, Kute, big solar flash coming. All systems are undergoing a major change as Earth is constantly being bombarded by highly charged cosmic rays emanating from the galactic core as well as from the great central sun. The galactic core, known as the central sun by the ancients and called Hunab Ku by the Mayans, is located in the center of the Milky Way galaxy in the constellation of Sagittarius. The powerful twin of pull and push located there has recently activated the cyclic mass activity that makes the whole cosmos vibrate higher. The explosion of these high-frequency cosmic rays reaching Earth has been measured by the elevation of the Schumann resonance to vibrate in the range of 40 to 100 Hertz, causing a supra-human state of consciousness. Precisely, the lower limit of the fifth dimension begins at 40 Hertz, and the upper limit ends at 100 Hertz. A dimension is not a physical place, but a state of being or consciousness that manifests itself as perceived reality. This new higher dimension reality that manifests in this world is what we call the new earth and the new heaven. It is the golden era that has been waited for millennia, and it is a new era of light for humanity. The Lemurians referred to the central sun as the source of all life, all knowledge, all power, the God, source. The central sun is the hidden sun, the inner sun, the source of all being, and is the opposite force to the earth's sun. The cosmic doors will open on December 21st, 2020, as the fifth sun and the Mayan long count major calendar ended 8 years ago on December 21st, 2012, and the sixth Mayan sun of the new earth dawned on that day. This also coincides with the Hindu calendar of Lemurian origin. The key to this issue is that the reason why this light has not manifested sufficiently on the surface of the earth is due to the blockage exercised by Jupiter and Pluto. The cosmic gates will open on that day, and the most powerful, unstoppable current in the history of 40 Hertz gamma light will crawl across the heavens and flow freely across the planet. During the Golden Age, the planet existed in the highest dimensions, and the Lemurians reached a state of enlightened consciousness. With their Kundalini ascended and developed, these master beings possess supernatural abilities like immortality, flight, teleportation, and time travel. It is written in the Lemurian manuscripts that the central sun is the only source of all supernatural abilities, as well as the source of all life, all matter, and all evolution in this cosmos. Russian scientists have shown that a ray of gamma light can change the DNA of a living being and can transform the embryo of one species into an entirely different species within 48 hours. In the same way, this gamma light is activating the DNA called junk in the human body to reconstruct the 12 plus 1 original strands of our species. The more strands of DNA that are active, the higher the level of consciousness of the human being. We know what comes from remembering our past and seeing the future within ourselves. Everything is clearly written as signs in the heavens for those who have eyes to see them. Celestial events are readable, measurable, and predictable, and what happens above is reflected below. The movement of the stars is the language of God, Source. Celestial alignments have a direct effect on human evolution and on planet Earth. The larger the celestial event, the greater the physical and conscious impact it will have on humanity and on the perception of its experiences. This great solar flash will occur before the end of the year 2020 and will be a massive eruption of white, blinding, magnetic, fifth-dimensional gamma light expelled from the galactic core and from the great central sun that will be seen as a second sun in the sky. The energy released from this emission from the central sun is known as the scope of understanding and will activate the mass ascension event of planetary consciousness. The light from this cosmic explosion will be so powerful that it will illuminate the skies of Earth. It will be the prophetic millennium of light announced by all the spiritual traditions of humanity. This new era of humanity brings the realization of our true divine being, and we will reach a state of spiritual perfection in which all good things become possible. We have incarnated many times here to prepare for this moment. We have kept hope in the midst of great tribulations, and now our ticket home, to our true home of glory and happiness, is coming. Shekinah Padma Prabha. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. So many will now awaken and step out of the old 3D dream world and seeming realities and awaken to the deepest truth within. For indeed, within you, you have the power to create a totally new life for yourself now, where you truly awaken to the deepest knowing within yourself, your own soul, your own inner being, your own inner guidance and wisdom. In truth, you are merely stepping now into the highest remembering of the truth of who and what you are, as your soul was created to be, to become and grow and evolve more and more in total oneness with the divine. As you embrace the divinity within you, in the last few months we truly have been shaken to the core. If you seek to go back into what was before, you will falter and get lost. Yet if you dare to totally break free of the old 3D and all it contained and step into the truth of your soul, you will be able to truly co-create at much higher and in much deeper and profound ways than ever before, totally free, and within this as one with the divine and all that is. Indeed, you create your own world and your own reality. What a blessing. JudithKusel.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh. Clarity is expanding in your mind of your path home to union. Mindsets are quickly shifting into the desire to serve mission in the highest and holiest alchemical union birthright as master creators. You have chosen to walk away from counterparts who do not ascend to the level of alchemical union you chose for yourself. Scorpio season is surfacing awareness and unhealthy choices in love. You may have kept settling for less and less to attain a relationship that never manifested. The seed point of all of this is fully transmuting and purifying from you and your holy grail union. You realize it's up to you to change your internal and external environment to ascend out of emotional unfulfillment and go after your happily ever after. Strategy is entering, giving you the game move to destroy what's been holding you back. The Most High is also here today with justice and verdicts for the collective freedom. This is restoring our natural birthrights as alchemists in the divine masculine Christ collective and the womb chakra of Mother Gaia. This freedom aligns the masculine and feminine frequencies throughout the universe to merge into the Heros Gamos alchemy, bridging us deeper into union as one body of Christ with our Creator. You are ready to release what is holding you back. The Excalibur sword of truth is in your hands. It is written, consider your life carefully, looking at what you can cut away and release for you to move onwards and upwards. Today from Astro Mama, super new moon in Scorpio, the most healing plus transformational moon of 2020, your ultimate rebirth. The ancestors are speaking. Are you listening? On November 15th, we have the new moon at 23 degrees of Scorpio. The days before a new moon can be quite tense and uneasy. We as humans are very ruled by the moon, and without La Luna's light, this time before her rebirth can be very unsettling and dark. New moons always herald fresh perspectives, new beginnings, and the slate being wiped clean. Scorpio, the 8th zodiac sign, deals with power, intensity, death, rebirth, transformation, and shared resources. This new moon will be one of the most powerful and healing new moons of the year. I would say we have earned it. Get ready for an awakening of raw purpose and to face your darkness like never before. The new moon in Scorpio is here to offer new levels of understanding around our pain and trauma. Scorpio rules the 8th house of deep dark secrets, trauma, but also healing and rebirth. No other sign can conjure up the most brutal and triggered aspects of our personality quite like the Scorpio. The lesson with this new moon is to not run and hide from such transformations, but to face it head on and surrender to the experience. As I have said before in many articles, Scorpio is so strong and vital because these people die a few deaths every single day. Their power and the gift with this new moon is after these deaths, they can come back stronger and ready to fly. No other sign can pick itself up after an apocalypse and come back even more powerful and determined. The super new moon in Scorpio wants you to face every demon within and still hold grace and compassion for yourself. There is nothing more potent and healing than to face one's darkness with such reverence and acceptance. True healing comes from integration, plus surrender to both the light and the darkness. We are all facing many battles, especially right now, given what is happening in the world. This new moon in the deepest zodiac sign wants you to find your inner warrior, god, goddess, and rise up like the phoenix, ascending from the ashes. This, my loves, isn't the end, but merely another rebirth and beginning along your journey. This new moon wants you to be a catalyst for your ultimate growth and transformation. She is here to offer you a new level of authenticity and retribution. The super new moon in Scorpio is making some lovely aspects to her other planetary buddies. This first is a gorgeous and supportive trine, 120 degree to Neptune, the planet of imagination, healing, and the subconscious mind, who is in her home sign of Pisces. The new moon in harmony with Neptune will add a dash of ancestral wisdom to our lives. Many active and profound dreams will occur over the next 2 weeks. Keep a dream journal, because the subconscious mind will be quite active. A healing balm of loving flow will enter in with this aspect. The second supportive aspect to La Luna will be a positive sextile, 60 degrees aspect between Jupiter, the planet of abundance, luck, and expansion, and Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, power, and intensity, both in Capricorn. This is an especially powerful aspect as the new moon's ruling planet happens to be Pluto. Jupiter, Pluto, and Capricorn, and a lovely dance with the new moon in Scorpio, will provide massive and life-changing healing experiences. The raw power and magnetism will be met with the grounding and solid footing of the Capricorn's earth element. A true shedding of the skin is what this aspect is about, and anything that isn't emotionally fulfilling and meaningful to our lives will be let go at this time. The super new moon in Scorpio is here to offer our ultimate healing balm. It will require us to look at the deepest part of ourselves and others and tell the truth. Its power is in facing all of our stuff. We have to recognize that we are on a journey of healing, not a destination. As powerful and potent as this new moon is, the real victory comes from embracing our messy and chaotic selves with just as much tenderness and understanding as our transformed and enlightened selves. Give yourself the true power of surrender and acceptance. The Scorpio new moon is here to shed away the old, to make room for your authentic being, face the darkness with compassion and love, and to give you the power to rise up once more and be at peace with both your light and darkness. From astromama.com, and today from Astro Butterfly, New Moon Blessings. On November 14th, 15th, 2020, we have the new moon in Scorpio. Good news, this is one of the most auspicious new moons of the year because it makes favorable aspects with Jupiter, Pluto, and Neptune. This new moon is also a supermoon, and it is at 23 degrees Scorpio. Unlike the previous new moon, which was very challenging, it was exactly square Saturn. The new moon in Scorpio doesn't have any negative aspects. What a relief. The new moon in Scorpio is compassionate, supportive, and will give us the chance to regroup and rebound. To understand how the new moon influences us, we not only look at the direct aspects the new moon makes with other planets, but also at the ruler or rulers of the new moon. The rulers of the new moon in Scorpio are Mars, the traditional ruler, and Pluto, the modern ruler. Mars goes direct, Jupiter is conjunct Pluto, and it is very interesting what each of these two planets does at the time of this new moon. Mars turns direct on November 13th, 2 days before the new moon. This change in direction is very important. Mars has been retrograde since forever, more exactly from September 9th, 2020. And when Mars finally goes direct, things will get unstuck, plans will change, outcomes will be nothing like what we expected them to be. The modern ruler of the new moon, Pluto, is conjunct Jupiter. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction occurs only once every 13 years, and on November 12th, 2020, we had the final conjunction of the cycle. This is another major milestone. Mars direct and Jupiter conjunct Pluto are extremely important transits, which suggest that the upcoming lunar cycle, November 15th through December 13th, is super significant and will bring us events that will influence our lives profoundly. Let's remind ourselves that the main purpose of a new moon is to teach us about one of the 12 signs of the zodiac. This new moon is in Scorpio, so this is that time of the year when all of us get to experience the energy of Scorpio. Scorpio, still waters. Scorpio is a water-fixed sign. Water is fluid by definition, not fixed. Water flows, joins other streams, and seeks unity. Scorpio's still waters are different, however. Since Scorpio is a fixed sign, Scorpio's waters are lakes, ponds, aquariums, and icebergs. What's beautiful about lakes and still waters is that they are more at one with their surroundings. They have a lot of less change with longer life cycles than, for example, a waterfall or a fast-running river. But still, there's a lot going on beneath the surface of still waters. Every little thing that is done does not go unnoticed and has consequences. If you're in a lake, it's not that you can just jump ships and leave everything behind. You continue living in that enclosed space, which you'll eventually get to know better and better. Within the frame of the lake, Scorpio's focus goes deeper and deeper. With Scorpio, no stone is left unturned. Scorpio gets to the bottom of things. Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus. If Taurus is what we achieve as the result of our own efforts, that's why Taurus is connected to money and finances. Scorpio is what we achieve with the help of others. Taurus is an earth, practical sign. What you see is what you get. Scorpio is a water, emotional sign that focuses on what's not obvious, yet is vitally important. Scorpio brings clarity and finds hidden connections that no one else can see. Scorpio doesn't shy away from problems. Scorpio doesn't hide things under the carpet. Scorpio confronts them. The result, unparalleled depth, clarity, strength, and resilience. Together with Pisces, Scorpio is the most healing sign of the zodiac. Scorpio's waters are clean, healing, and nourishing, because when we do confront our dark side and make peace with ourselves, the result is deep and profound healing. At the new moon in Scorpio, we too can get a glimpse of this energy. Here are some key words for the new moon in Scorpio. Healing by exposing the truth. Reconciliation, empathy and emotional depth. Learning to trust and share what's mine with others. Clarity and laser-like focus. Now I know what I want. Strength and resilience. What hasn't killed me had made me stronger. The new moon in Scorpio will influence you more strongly if you have planets or angles in Scorpio. Even if you don't have planets in Scorpio, the new moon will still influence you because it will transit a particular house of your natal chart. Today from Here in the Moon Astrology, Sunday, November 15, 2020, 77 coming in, 7:07. It is always important to know when something has reached its end. Closing circles, shutting doors, finishing chapters, it doesn't matter what we call it. What matters is to leave in the past those moments in life that are over. Paulo Coelho, clearing up the debris. Expect a week and more of witnessing the necessary outworkings and consequences of old power bases crumbling to dust while new ones are not yet established. A hole in the active seismic window of Sunday's supernumen in Scorpio, when endings, completions, and the true scale of the 2020 emotional wreckage become apparent. With Venus aligning with Jupiter, Saturn, and Eris before entering Scorpio, there will be some old scores to settle and much more to come to terms with, personally and collectively. On Tuesday the 17th, as Mercury opposes Awakener Uranus, there may be one last shock or surprising new information to take on board. The final conjunction of Jupiter, Pluto, and Capricorn is going to overshadow the whole of November and beyond, bringing extremes. But take heart as Saturn and Jupiter head towards the exit from Capricorn to Aquarius. As Mars in Aries moves forward again, breakthroughs of all kinds will start to manifest. As Leonard Cohen wrote, the cracks are where the light gets in. In your own life, consciously stay in the now. Go offline to news media. Take extra rest and grounding yourself outside in nature as much as possible. There is much to heal before moving on. This is a never-to-be-repeated collective and personal rite of passage when an old myth is dying, an old life has gone dark, and the healing is all in the waiting. From Here in the Moon Astrology.co.uk. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 231, Blue Planetary Monkey. The number 10 is called Planetary, and its key words are perfect, produce, and manifest. The 10th day of a wave spell is always about things happening. People born on these days are perfectionists, and when we all experience a planetary day, expect things to turn out really well. Of course, what that energy is mixed with depends on the day, and today is Blue Monkey. Blue Monkey's keywords are associated with illusion, play, and magic. That makes for a perfect day to play, or if you're not on your toes, a perfect day to get monkeyed. Be careful also that you don't drive yourself crazy with monkey mind, the eternal chatter that stares us away from clarity. Meditate or whatever works for you to calm yourself down. And today, from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papa Giorgio, Blue Planetary Monkey, Kin 231, 15 November 2020, Magical Manifesting, 15/11/2020 equals 15/11/22 equals 633 equals 66 equals 12 equals 3, 711, 15 the spiritual magician, alchemy, charisma, magnetism, 6 heaven, Christ, harmony, romance, 11 portal, gate, duality, twins, 22 architect of peace, master builder, 33 ascended master, 3 Holy Trinity, joy, creativity, Kin 231 equals 6, heaven, Christ, harmony, romance. Today we have a magical monkey day on a 15 spiritual magician day, along with all the heavenly divine codes. Today promises to be a very magical day for manifesting greatness. Magic, magic, magic of the highest order today. Today is day 10 in the wave spell of Ish, the white wind who holds the power of spirit and communication, where we are becoming hollow vessels for spirit to communicate and operate through our being. Today we are becoming divine alchemists, receiving the whisperings of the white wind to guide our magic wands and manifesting our dreams, becoming free to be guided by a greater force that knows what humanity needs to manifest on a planetary level for our greatest good. Hallelujah. Tone of creation, planetary tone 10 in the physical realm, action produces, power perfects, essence manifestation. The 10th stage of the wave spell is the perfection of all we imagined as possible and more. It is the harvest stage where we happily reap our manifest splendor. The forms we have been imagining begin to manifest into our reality, and our lives begin to reflect the great dreams and deep soul longings that we desire. The planetary manifestation tone combined with the blue monkey, magician, alchemist is a phenomenal gift for spontaneous manifestation out of the ethers, so utilize this power with caution for the highest benefit. Planetary energies enable us to build and manifest strong connections with Spirit and Pachamama today. We have the power to perfect and accomplish great abundance through our manifestation process today. This power relates to the physical world, thus bringing forth our dreams, desires, and creations into the material world. What can you manifest today to make our beautiful planet a better world in which to live a joyous life? Planetary service. With such a powerful, divine magician codes on a physical manifestation day, we have fantastic energetic support to collectively fuel our planetary dream of having awakened, compassionate, and enlightened beings living upon our beloved Nova Gaia, with all the resources we need to thrive in a utopian paradise. So please take a minute today to energize the manifestation of this collective dreaming. Imagine that, a world full of awakened Buddhas, Christs, Sophias. What an amazing world that would be. Hold the collective planetary dream of our new 5D ascended Gaia in your manifestations today and every day. P.S. You may desire to tap into the planetary grid and the powerful pyramid energies to add electrical boost to your manifestations today. There are no limits to what we can manifest once we know how. Start small and then expand your horizons as you get more confident and can accept this as truth. Alchemically, there is no difference energetically in manifesting $1 or $1 million out of the ethers. The only difference is in your mind and your belief in doing so. What is it that you desire to birth today? So today we have a wonderful opportunity to accelerate our evolution in divine magical alchemists, knowing that we wield the same power as our Creator. We are God, Goddess, I am that I am. Let us join together as planetary citizens to take charge and manifest peace, love, and prosperity, and bliss on a planetary level. returning to the Garden of Eden as creator gods. Today's question is, am I ready to break free from the matrix illusion and play on a bigger, better stage as a divine alchemist, manifesting planetary abundance, peace, joy, and bliss for all planetary citizens, divine blessings for your powerfully accelerated, alchemical, divine manifestations today. Miracles happen. Expect great things. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 231, Blue Planetary Monkey. The mantra, the code for today is, I perfect in order to play. Producing illusion, I seal the process of magic. With the planetary tone of manifestation, I am guided by the power of self-generation. 717 coming in, 717. So beloved beings of light, let us know in the comments below what you are dreaming, what you are experiencing, your visions, your synchronicities, what you see shining through on the new earth. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And as always, we have the transcriptions of today's transmissions and a link in the description below. And we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for your donations and your support, your pledges on Patreon. It is because of your support that I'm able to put these daily transmissions out for free. And I have a new video I have to edit to upload to Patreon. And I'm going to share several moments in this most powerful portal that I was in today. I would like to welcome and thank Divine Sis Star of the Light, Liliana Jai Hong, for your pledge and support on Patreon. I'd like to also welcome and thank Divine Bro Star of the Light, Brett A. Hess. Brett Hess, thank you, Divine Bro Star of the Light, for your pledge and support on Patreon. I'd also like to deeply thank Divine Sister of the Light, Susan M. Donahue, for raising your pledge on Patreon. Thank you all very much, and thank you all for your continued support. If you'd like to support my work and mission at Prime Disclosure, you can do so at patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. Okay, here we go, brothers and sisters of the light, angelic kingdom. I'm going to do my best to take you on a little journey with me today and see where we end up, what we can manifest. So today, as I got my chariot, my Ram van, and had a general destination, I punched in some coordinates, and I connected with my guides and teams in the higher dimensions to guide me to the land, to the property, for my final mission, for our mission of manifesting heaven on earth as a home base, as a place that I could tap into my highest potential to manifest for humanity. The highest abundance codes, the codes of divine union, the codes of freedom and independence. And as I turned down a road, I've never been in this area in my life, as I got closer and closer to this sacred portal, one of the most powerful portals, I was being drawn like a magnet, powerful magnet. And as I turned down this road, I felt the energy surging, rising, activating. As I was in a dream-type state, many deja vus as I was driving by these beautiful trees, forests covered in moss, and the darkness of these deep woods was activating memories and codes within my consciousness. Here now, I came to an intersection, and my car was being pulled in that direction. My energy body was being pulled, and there was a sign for a home for sale. So my intuition and my guides said, follow these signs, these synchronicities. And as I drove down this dirt road, following many different paths, being led directly to this spot, the address being 1770717 and the 777 and the 77, I felt the energy as I pulled up to this property. It was like pulling into a dream, a memory. And there was many beautiful plants and trees. And the home, the house, was connected to this huge marsh with this boardwalk. And I plan on putting out a video to Patreon within the next couple days of a quick video I shot in this land, in this property, and many omens manifest as I pulled up. One of them being the first thing as I got out of my vehicle and walked down through the backyard to this boardwalk. One of the largest cats I've ever seen in my life. I almost thought it was a panther. It made me jump because it flew out of the foliage in the marsh, almost like it was in the water. The biggest black cat I've ever seen in my life. Maybe it was a panther. It could have been a baby panther, but wasn't full size. But in between a house cat and a panther, just imagine that as it, it jumped into the woods. And the strange thing is, this morning when I was looking at land and properties, this property popped up on my computer, and I felt the energy. I said, this is the place, but I didn't put down the address or put it in my GPS. And synchronistically, I was guided to this property. And as I was walking around filming, there were these flocks of birds that were soaring in and out of the woods. And as the sunlight came in, there was a spiraling vortex of little winged creatures that looked like little fairies in a vortex. And then many of the winged nation were coming to greet me. And there was a little frog with a crown, like a king toad, right by this boardwalk. And there was a butterfly sculpture and a turtle for Turtle Island. This is one of the most powerful portals I've ever been in on Turtle Island, and I've been to many. So what's going to transpire, I'm going to reach out to several on our team of angelics to manifest the funds to purchase this land and property, to do some great works, and to fulfill my mission. I'm seeing many healing technologies, I plan on doing many ceremonies in this land, and my guides are showing me several light workers listening right now. One, a young gentleman in his early 20s that has a trust fund that's waiting for this project. I'm going to transmit a code so that you remember here and now, and you will contact me at habanerosun@yahoo.com to invest and be part of this mission. If called to it, I do not interfere with anyone's free will, but what is in my visions I will transmit to the world, to all of you. And this is where we draw the line in the sand. This is where our full mission is being activated. I cannot hold back any longer. 51 into the 15 of the 6-6. So the frequency, the code, if you feel the resonance, you will be activated with the memory of why you're listening to these transmissions, why you're connected with my voice. So let go into the feeling, into the frequency. Aluciana, Aluciana, Aluciana. And feel into that energy and see the vision of the eagle fly with the condor to activate all the codes, all frequencies of divine unions, divine love, abundance, freedom, manifestations of your true heart's desire here now. And feel into that. And many great things are to come. Something sacred this way comes, and I will be activating the 99 of this divine mission, the spiritual, and I see the 99 being all over this world to activate the lineage of the eagle and the condor. But I will need this land to be able to do my work. I'm doing what I can out of these hotels and Airbnbs, but I need to anchor in and create sacred spirals, sacred medicine wheels to be able to activate the codes for levity, what people call anti-gravity. We'll create many different technologies of healing, activations, and transformations. So I'll be reaching out to several that I've been in contact in the past to make this dream become a reality. People in this realm are looking for something tangible. We'll also be working with the Sirians from Sirius A and the Andromedans, the Arcturians, and it will be a place that the ships can come and connect with humanity. Although this might be in several locations, the visions are becoming clearer every day, and my guides are activating me moment by moment, day to day, as I'm getting consistent downloads and activations, which I'll be transmitting to all of you. But there's a certain process I have to follow and things that I can only transmit day to day through allowance, through code, and through interpretation Sometimes it takes me several days to interpret messages that are coming in. I know most of you understand what I'm talking about. If you don't, that's okay, you will. Because in these final days of the 3D into the 4th density, until we finally fully manifest New Earth 5D, 100% living from the heart, there are certain protocols I have to follow and processes I have to move through day by day. In every way, we are getting better and better, stronger and stronger. And this is just going to accelerate and expand as the expansion of consciousness is affecting all life, all sentient beings, in all timelines, dimensions, and realms. So I'll put out a video in the next few days to the Patreon as a private video to get feedback. And then in a couple weeks, a week or two, I'll release it publicly. Maybe even less, a few days. It depends on what comes through in the next few days. We're at the 15th. So by the 18th, 19/11/19/2020, I shall know more and be able to transmit to all of you. So in the interim, keep visioning, keep holding the patterns of divine unions, Heros Gamos, and feel into that energy and let the universe know you are ready. I am ready, Great Spirit, for my divine counterpart, for my divine union. The eagle and the condor fly together freely now, without any hindrance. Of course, there are obstacles along the way. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. So we overcome with courage, with faith, with tenacity, with our strength and trust in ourselves and in the universe and in our guides and our angelic teams. Every day, Great Spirit is showing that we got this. We can do this. And there is nothing that can stop us, nothing that can prevent us from fulfilling our greatest mission of eternity, which is manifesting heaven on earth. Whatever that means to you, keep visioning it, keep feeling it, keep seeing it, keep going through and through and through as we navigate these new energies, these new frequencies, these new codes. And together, we are better. Together, we are one united force of great power. And with the activations I receive from my sacred condor, from Shakti, I will be able to transmit to all of you in ways I've never been able to in my lifetime. And this is just the beginning. So hang tough, angels of the light, and rise up, rise up, rise up into the glory and the dawning of the golden age, of the new Eden, the new earth, the new Jerusalem. Have a beautiful and blessed day, beloved beings of light. I love you all. Namaste.